You think about the context of where Intel is right now, and we had those earnings early this month, and they were bleak. You know, we saw the worst share decline in about 40 years for the company. They gave a very grim growth forecast. They also made or announced plans to slash 15,000 jobs. So it's really that question now is how is Intel going to chart its path forward? And that's really what we understand, is that the company is holding talks with its really long-time bankers, so the likes of Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and it's trying to get advice on where do they go from here, and looking at the different possibilities. And one of those, perhaps the most extreme, seems to be either splitting off or listing its foundry business. And that's really significant because Pat Gelsinger, who took the CEO role back in 2021, has really promised to turn around the company. And part of that is promising to build out the foundry division and start to compete with the likes of TSMC. Of course, that is the most extreme, as I said, so perhaps more likely right now is that they take a less extreme move and maybe hold off on some expansion plans, for instance, instead. That's what we're hearing from sources, at least.
Belle, what do you make of the timing of this reported move?
Well, as we said, it's really around coming very much off the back of those earnings announcements, and really points to the amount of pressure, really, perhaps that Pat Gelsinger is facing here, given that he's staked so much on efforts on this much-needed turnaround. But the various moves and the potential for these to be enacted, well, the timing of those also really relates to the upcoming meeting that we've got. There's a board meeting that's taking place in September, so what sources have told us is that those various options could be presented at that point in time, but no decisions appear to be imminent for now, but certainly something we're going to be tracking very, very closely.